I have not seen so much drama surrounding an eyeshadow in a really long time. There's so much discussion right now about the new Patrick Ta duos and the price of them. There's people that are saying that they're overpriced, people saying that it's a fair price, and everybody's arguing and everybody's fighting. I have all the details about that situation, what they cost, why people are arguing, what are the two sides, and I'll give you my personal opinion on what I think about these, having been in the makeup review space since 2012. I definitely have some strong opinions. We'll chat about it. I also want to chat with you about something that I think is super weird, but also could be very interesting, and it's freeze-dried skincare. No, I know it's so weird. It's so weird, but I'd love to hear your take on it. We also are going to talk about the e.l.f. and Stanley collab, because that's a thing. And of course, all of the makeup launches that happened across the beauty space this past week. Lots of interesting launches, lots of holiday stuff. Hang tight. I got a lot to tell you. We're getting into it right now. Hello, my friend. Welcome back to What's Up in Makeup, where we talk about everything that was launched across the beauty space all in one place. This is the product release video. Our top news segment went live yesterday, where we talk about the industry news. I also put up a special feature on Susan Yara and the podcast that she did about her launch of Naturium and my personal feelings, having made a video about that back when it happened. I had a lot of very strong feelings, so that video is live for you to watch as well. But this video, we're talking about product releases specifically. Just a quick reminder before we get started, any links down in the video description may be affiliate links, and what that means is if you click on them and you shop through them, I may earn a small commission based on your purchase. It doesn't cost you any extra, but it's just a way to, if you're already shopping, to help support this channel so that I can continue to do this full time. But I don't encourage you to just shop just to support me. If you're going to shop, if you could click, that'd be cool. And with that being said, let's talk about this Patrick Ta eyeshadow madness. When Trend Mood broke that these Patrick Ta eye duos were going to be $42, people lost their minds. People were so mad. They absolutely lost their shit. So let me just tell you what they are, okay? He launched these 5 different duos. They're made to illuminate eyes with super fine sparkles and multi-dimensional pearl pigments. I think why people were upset about this is, for comparison, his very viral blush duos that everybody loves, those are $38. The bronzer duos, $40. Highlighter duos, $40. You get a ton of product in those compared to the eyeshadow duo, but the eyeshadow duo is going to be more expensive. What? So a lot of people are like, the whole, how dare he? And, who does he think he is? And, in this economy, and like all of that went circling around. A lot of people really upset. But then there were people that were trying to kind of give the other side of it, including Alexis from Lipstick Lesbians. This is what she had to say about it.
These are pearls. There's questions floating around the internet right now. Is it worth the price point? Well, it's always up to you, beauty queens, to decide on your budget. But these high shine pearls are expensive. That's why it's priced this way. This is like that wet look. That wet look is signature of a slurry, and it's designed this way in the manufacturing to achieve it. And then what we have underneath is a slightly different wet effect. It's going to be just as shiny, but a different tone. And they vary a little bit in how sheer they are. All the duos in themselves have their own special uniqueness in terms of shimmer value and pearl value. But do know, pearls are super expensive. Think of Pat McGrath palettes. Even think of Danessa Myricks palettes. Pearls drive cost. Not all pearls are created equal. This manufacturing procedure is different than Pat McGrath's, is different than Danessa's. You will get a similar effect. But if you touch all 3 next to each other in Sephora, you will feel that at the very base of these, and even in the way that they pull up on your fingers when you're swatching, you're going to experience the nuance of the texture. And that's where you get to decide what fits in your budget and what fits for your needs. For me personally, there's value in all of them. Ultimately, I would use all 3 for different reasons at different times.
Here's my take on it. I kind of fall somewhere in the middle, because I think that the outrage stems from disappointment, is what it comes down to. We work hard for our money, we love makeup, and the vast majority of people are on some kind of budget. And we only have so much money to spend on so many things. So when you are really wanting one of these eyeshadow duos and it's $42 and you didn't expect that, you expected it maybe being closer to 30 or 35, and then that takes away from either other things you can purchase, or maybe it prices you out of it completely, and that leads to that disappointment. And when you're really looking forward to something and you're really excited about something and you really want something and you know you can't have it, it can be physically painful. And I know that there, first world problems, whatever, you can't get an eyeshadow duo, but people's feelings are valid. Let people have their valid feelings. More than one thing can be true at once. There can be terrible, horrible atrocities going on in the world, which there absolutely are. There's lots of nutty things going on in the world right now, but we can also be upset about the price of an eyeshadow duo. We can do both. I get what Alexis is saying, feel the nuance, understand the process, but some people just don't care about the nuance in the process. You just want something pretty to put on your eyes. So what it comes down to, just like any other purchase, is it worth it to you? That's what it comes down to. Personally, for me, no. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. Too Faced sent me, I will show you. These things are so expensive. These eyeshadow singles, Too Faced sent these over in PR. They were all broken. They all look like this. They're beautiful, but they are so overpriced and they're all broken. And I don't know if the ones in store are all broken, but literally every single one of mine is like this. So for me, I really love using these. I'm very, very thankful to have them, but would I recommend you purchase them? Do I think they're worth it? No, absolutely not, because you can get similar formulas, that pearl, all that stuff Alexis was talking about, all of the things in Indie Eyeshadow. Indie Eyeshadow is freaking crushing it. This brand is new to me, Bella Beauty Bar. Oh my gosh, some of the most beautiful shades in here. Y'all know how much I love Sigma, Sydney Grace, Unearthly Cosmetics, Gourmand Girls. I mean, there's What's Up Beauty. There's so many indie brands just freaking crushing it right now, where you can get a palette with all different kinds of eyeshadows for $42, and you'll get 2 or 3 shadows that are very similar to what it looks like. The effect is of what you're getting with these Patrick Ta eyeshadows. Now, are they going to be that same slurry and that same touch feel and that same experience? Probably not. And if that's important to you, go with the Patrick Ta. But if you just want something pretty on your eyes, you don't necessarily need that. It's really up to what you want and what you want to spend your hard-earned money on, just like with anything. If you are interested in purchasing them, they are available on Patrick's website as well as Sephora right now. Every time I think we've thought of everything, there's something that I didn't think of. And I never thought of freeze-dried skincare. That was something that never crossed my mind, but apparently it's a thing. The brand is called Onology. I don't know how you pronounce it, because it's got the little accent over the E. So is it Onology or is it Onology? Point is that they are selling this freeze-dried skincare. Let me tell you what it is, because it's actually quite fascinating. You get this blister pack, like pills, and you pop one out, you put either a little bit of tap water in it, or you can spray like facial spray or whatever on it, and it melts down and turns into a serum. And the idea is, and I know there is some science to this, in that they say that some skincare ingredients, when it's on the shelf for a while, once it's been mixed for a while, maybe it's been in light, maybe, it's been in these different conditions, or if you have it in a jar and you're opening and closing it, maybe it's being exposed to different temperatures, all of that the ingredients inside the product, for whatever reason, can degrade. So when you have this freeze-dried skincare, you're hydrating it in that moment, so you're getting the best potency possible. There is some science to that I have heard is absolutely real. The question is it real for the ingredients that are in these products? I have no idea. Full price is $40 for 32 tablets. And if you get it on a subscription, it's a little cheaper. It'll run you $32 that way. So what do you think? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I would have to talk to a cosmetic chemist or something and see if it's actually worth it for these particular products. Like, I know vitamin C, it's a thing, but I don't know about some of these other ingredients. I would love to know more though. I'm intrigued. e.l.f. Cosmetics is up to their wacky collaborations again. This time they are collaborating with Stanley Cups. It is not off base for e.l.f. to collaborate with a company like Stanley Cup. It makes sense. They go for things that are trendy, that are viral, that are popular, especially with younger people. And Stanley Cups are popular. It makes sense. So what is it? It's a limited edition 40-ounce Quencher tumbler or a 30-ounce Quencher H2O flow state tumbler in e.l.f.'s lip oil shades Crystal Clear Night, Honey Talks, Jam Session, Red Delicious, and Coral Fixation. It's a similar concept to kind of like the Rode phone case where you get your lip oil and you can attach it to your cup. That's what it is. And the lip oil matches the cup. That's the whole gimmick. They also have sticker sheets where you can personalize your cup, so that's a thing. Starting today, it is available exclusively on Target's website and in stores. Stanley is so popular. Sales have risen for this company from $73 million in 2019 to $750 million toward the end of 2023. Out of freaking control, unbelievable for a cup. When we look back on the 2020s, like right now, we're looking back a lot on the 90s, the early 2000s. When I was younger, we were looking back on the 60s and 70s. It just keeps repeating with generations. So eventually one day we're going to look back on the 2020s and Stanley Cups is going to be one of those things you see in the compilations of do we remember from the 2020s? But the question is do you actually need to participate in that trend? That is up to you. Do you need this cup? I don't need that cup. I have plenty of cups. I don't need that cup. And also, I watched Hannah Alonso's video on the Stanley Cup. If you don't know, I get in these things where I get obsessed with certain YouTube channels, and Hannah Alonso has been an obsession for me for about a month, and I love her content. She did a whole video on Stanley Cups. I'm going to play the intro to that video. It is fabulous.
I'm genuinely concerned for us as a society that something as simple as a water cup is making people cheat, steal, and injure each other. I just find it so painfully ironic because isn't going out to buy the hottest, coolest new water cup kind of the antithesis of why reusable water bottles were created in the first place? You're not really saving the planet when you go out and buy a new cup every couple years while your old ones end up in a thrift store or the landfill. But again, it's not about sustainability, it's about conforming to a social media created trend. We think Stanleys are cool because a few bloggers told us they were cool and then influencers ran with it. We as social media users created this craze. We gave value to these cups. Seemingly overnight, nobody knew what a Stanley Cup was, and now all of a sudden you're not cool if you don't own one. Think about that. That is the power of social media influencing.
I feel pretty much the exact same way that Hannah does, but I also get that people want things that are trendy. So you just have to decide what is best for you. And e.l.f. collaborating with them, to me, makes a lot of sense because that's where they're going. They're chasing the trends. But I am curious at this point what you think. Are you digging on this? Do you think it's cool? Are you interested in getting it? Let me know in the comments. We're going to make a short trip to Bougieville now because Claire de Peau launched this beautiful collection this past week. It is so freaking gorgeous. It's called the Dreamlight Collection. Prices range for these products between $50 and $560 per product. That is not a typo. That is how much it actually costs. The collection is gorgeous though. It's so pretty. In the collection is a 4-pan eyeshadow palette, a lipstick, a luminizing face enhancer, and then they have some skincare. So we have a brightening serum, a multi-repair oil mini set, and then the $560 La Creme night cream. It's gorgeous. That's a lot. That's a lot. Next, we'll move into the indie brand launches for the week. There really wasn't a ton, but the one that seems to be making the biggest splash is the Glam Light Trick or Treat collection. A lot of people talking about this. Full collection for this set is $106. That includes the PR box and a burlap bag. I didn't see it in the pictures, but it's like a little add-on they threw in there. I don't know. If you don't want the PR box and the bag, you can get all the rest of the main products for $94. Individual prices of products are between $12 and $22 each. The collection includes a palette, the Holly Ho lip kit, a blush duo, a body butter, a mirror, a candle, and then again, if you get the PR bundle, you get that complimentary burlap sack. The other product that's really creating a buzz this week that I saw was the new Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. So I'm just going to play her launch video so she can explain to you the motivation behind it and how the lipsticks work.
This is the most beautiful lipstick case, completely refillable. It's weighty, it's luxurious, and the actual lipstick is a cream formula. It's weightless on the lips, it's effortless to use, and the finish is a soft sheen, so it's subtly luminous. The actual refill is monomaterial. It is completely made 100% of aluminium, including the mechanism inside. So once you've used it and you've finished it, you can recycle it. However long you take to use your lipstick, you know it can carry on and have a life beyond. You can also have your initials etched on the bottom to really personalize it. This is something to be used and loved every day and to be cherished forever.
Complaining about prices with Patrick Ta and not complaining about prices with Lisa Eldridge, we need to talk about this because there's 8 shades available and they're $59 a lipstick. You're paying for the packaging is what it comes down to, of course. If you want the engraving, that's going to cost you an extra $4. The refills are $30 each, which is outrageously expensive. But this is what it comes down to is you have to decide what you're paying for. Can you get a functional lipstick that is pretty and what you like at a lower cost? 100%. But if you want this packaging, you're going to have to pay $59 for it. That's just the way that it works, unfortunately. If you're looking more for an eyeshadow palette this week, adorable Ensley Rain launched their Nutty by Nature palette. It's so cute. It features 4 mattes, a soft pastel beige yellow, a grungy mustard yellow, and a neutral taupe, and also a deep earthy brown, plus 2 multichromes, a shimmering burgundy, and a highly sparkly pink and green multichrome with prismatic rainbow shifts. The Woodland Creature series, this is the first palette in that series. They're going to introduce a new 6-pan palette every month inspired by a different whimsical woodland friend. So cute. All so cute, but not from an indie brand. We have Rare Beauty launching another dog toy. This is the Soft Pooch dog toy for $18. It's a limited edition shade. There's a plush tube and then the handle is squeaky and crinkly. I also wanted to mention one advent calendar from Catrice. Really pretty. It's called the Great Christmas Advent Calendar. It's $70 and it's inspired by the glamour of the Roaring 20s. And in this, you're getting 24 full-sized limited edition products, including lipsticks, highlighters, lip masks, and cream blushes. 11 of the 24 doors are pop-up designs showcasing unique images, adding an extra touch of excitement for your countdown. That's what they say on their website. The average price of these products, if you're getting 24 full-size products for $70, is $2.91 per product, which is inexpensive even for Catrice. So very good value there. Hopefully the quality is good as well. Moving over to Sephora, we talked about this last week, but now it is launched. The Huda Beauty Icy Nudes palette is over at Sephora now, $69. She did say this was going to be her last big palette. I personally think it's really pretty. If I was still reviewing eyeshadow palettes, I would have scooped this one up. This would have been one I would have reviewed. I have plenty of eyeshadow palettes to play with right now. I don't need anything new, but it's real pretty. That's just my opinion. But if you're looking for a new foundation, this is really neat. Pay attention to this. Sephora has a new complexion try-on sample bag with a redeemable voucher. So it costs $10 for it, but if you choose one of the foundations to get a full size, you can take that $10 and use it toward the full size, similar to what they do with perfumes and with the mascaras. There are 14 shade options available, and you'll get to try complexion products because it's not just foundations. I think I said it was just foundations. It's not. It's foundations and concealers. You'll get to try products from Charlotte Tilbury, Armani, Fenty, NARS, Lancome, Makeup Forever, House Labs, Say, Hourglass, and Kosas. You also get a little baby beauty blender. Those are really nice for patting out underneath the eyes. I freaking love these things. I think that is so smart. I mean, of course, you don't want to pay $10. This itself is not worth $10. These samples really aren't worth $10 worth of product. But if you're thinking about purchasing a foundation and you want to try one and you will redeem for the voucher, oh my gosh, this looks amazing. I love these things. As for gift sets this week, we are slowing down a little bit. We mostly have variations of lip products this week. Actually, I think it's all lip products. We have from Say the Glossy Bounce Lip Gloss Oil Vault. It's $130. It's $198 value. You get all 9 sheer and shimmer shades of their High Shine Lip Gloss Oil. If you prefer a different brand of lip oil, Ami Collet has the Hydrating Lip Treatment Oil Midnight Kiss Duo Set. It's $35. You save $5 off of retail price because those are full size. If you're looking for more of a gloss, Sephora collection has a set called Gloss 3-piece lip gloss set, $28 for a $42 value. It is a set of 3 high shine cushion-like lip glosses that are long-lasting and not sticky. If you're looking for something that's plumping, a plumping lip gloss, again with Sephora collection, very similar. This is their Outrageous Intense Hydrating Lip Plumping Gloss set. Same price. We've got $28 for a $42 value. Comes in a mini sparkly Ziploc bag for some unknown reason. I don't know what the Ziploc bag is all about, but that's where your plumping lip glosses, that's what they come in if you get this. Also, some shade extensions this week that I wanted to mention. We have the Too Faced Kissing Jelly Gloss is now in a shade called Birthday Kiss. It's a shimmering magenta with blue and pink sparkle. Huda Beauty has 3 new high shine versions of her faux filter shiny non-sticky lip gloss, available in She Glitzy, She Flirty, and She Fire. A new Dior palette just launched. This is their Backstage eyeshadow palette in a new shade called Celestial Purple. And YSL has launched the Love Shine Lip Oil Stick, now available in 2 new shimmer finishes called Pink Desire and Nude Lavalier. All right, my friend, are you ready for Ulta? Ulta being shameless. That's where we're starting, is Ulta being shameless because, you know, they copy Sephora. Sephora copies them, they copy Sephora. Look at this. This is the 2 new Ulta Beauty Finds collections. This is the Sephora Favorites kits. They released Sephora Favorite Kits a couple weeks ago, and now these are over at Ulta. Girl. All right. So the contents, of course, are completely different because we're talking Sephora and Ulta. But if you're more of an Ulta person, you're looking for more Ulta type products, here's what's in the new kits. They're also significantly less expensive. So we have Eye Envy for $24. It includes full sizes of the About Face Matte Fluid Eye Paint, the Essence Lash Princess Mascara, and the NYX Vivid Matte Liquid Liner. You also get deluxe sizes of the ABH Brow Freeze Gel, the Clinique Quick Liner, the KVD Beauty Tattoo Pencil Liner, Polite Society Greatest Lashes of All Time Legendary Volume Lift and Length Mascara, the Rabanne Eyeforia Famous Mascara, and the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. You also get a mini of the Pure Fully Charged Mascara and a bonus item of the Half Magic Face Gems. And honestly, this is a fantastic deal. You're getting 10 items, not counting the face gems. So that is giving you these products at $2.40 per product. Amazing, amazing deal here. Same price, same thing happening with the lip kit. So you're still getting that $2.40 per product value with this. You're getting full sizes of the About Face Paint It Matte Liquid Lip, ColourPop So Juicy Plumping Lip Liner, NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip, NYX Slim Lip Pencil, and the Ulta Beauty Collection Juice Infused Lip Oil. For deluxe and travel sizes, you're getting the Clinique Almost Lipstick in Black Honey, the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Liner in Fenty Glow, one of my favorite products ever, Polite Society Travel Big Size Mouth Polite Society Travel Size Big Mouth Lip Plumping Oil Gloss, the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump Shimmer Glass. What is happening? And Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Instant and Long-Term Lip Plumper. Again, $2.40 a product. That is outrageous for a deal. These things are definitely going to sell out because that's nuts how inexpensive that is per product. If you're looking for more cute holiday stuff, let's talk the new ColourPop and Frosty the Snowman collection. I'm a Frosty fan. I grew up with Frosty. I didn't really watch some of the other I watched Rudolph and Frosty. I didn't watch a lot of the other ones. What's the one with the fire dude and the ice dude? I forget their name. I never watched that one. The fire dude kind of creeped me out, so I didn't watch that, but I did watch Frosty, so I really think this one's adorable. Full collection is $125. Individual products are between $8 and $24. There's an eyeshadow palette, a Jelly Much Gel eyeshadow duo, a lip mask and scrub duo, So Juicy Plumping Gloss Balm trio, Super Shock highlighter duo, color changing blending sponge, and 2 lippy pencil and luxe lipsticks duos. Super freaking cute. Big Frosty fan. I do not hate this. Of course, it's all frosty looking. So if you don't like frosty stuff, like actually looking frosty, you probably won't like this, but it makes sense. It's a frosty collection. As far as gift sets go, we have from Stila. They have one called the Must Do Lip Trio. It's $30 and includes travel sizes of the Heaven's Dew Gel Lip Oils. Winky Lux has a cute holiday kit. It's called the Rose Shimmer Holiday Kit. It's $27. It's a blush highlighter duo. If you're into lip smackers, okay, or if you know someone's into lip smackers, so freaking cute. All the cuteness happening over there. Prices range from $5.50 to $12.50. There are 2 of these adorable lip balms. One's hot chocolate and one's gingerbread. Oh my gosh, so cute. The Coca-Cola bottle cap trio of lip balms, the Coca-Cola 3-piece lip balm tin, the original and best holiday liquid lip party pack with the flavors vanilla soft serve, strawberry sprinkle donut, raspberry sorbet, blueberry macaron, and jolly apple pie. Give me all of that. I just want the food though. Y'all know how I am. I just want the food. I buy stuff because I think I want the makeup, but then I realize I just wanted the food. That's probably what would happen if I bought that. But if you didn't want that one, there is an alternative. It is the original and best lip balm party pack. And it includes blueberry macaron, candy cane, peach muffin, gooey butter cake. God. Vanilla soft serve, raspberry sorbet, strawberry sprinkle donut, and cherry jam cookie. Give me all the food stuff. I want all of it. But if you're more of a Hello Kitty fan, last thing we're going to talk about is the Hello Kitty stuff that they launched. There is a lip balm trio, and if you really like Hello Kitty, there is a 12-piece advent calendar. You get 4 lip balms in Watermelon Wonderland, Banana Cream Pie, Sweet Strawberry Shake, and Hot Chocolate Morning. You also get 2 hair ties, 2 rings, and 4 lip shines. Absolutely freaking adorable. All right, my friend, PR or purchased product of the week. I'm so glad y'all have been loving these little getting ready with me's this week. I really like to focus on newer products. So the products we're going to be focusing on today are actually closer to the end of the makeup routine. We're going to talk about what I got in PR, the Baby Got Blush by Essence. I'm going to show you how that went on and an issue that I had with it that I learned a lesson. So we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about the relaunch of Repop. Nady from Poplux relaunched his brand, and I purchased the Repop Mended Heart highlighter as well as the Repop lip gloss in Pulse. So we will talk about that. The shade of Pulse wasn't really my jam today, so I played with it and finally got a shade that I liked, mixing it with some other things, but we'll talk about it. I'll show you what happened. Hello. So we're going to go into the base first. And these are all products I've had for a while. So I'm just going to run through them. Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin, nice and glowy, beautiful. Catrice Under Eye Brightener in medium. Love this stuff. The Revlon Skin Caring Foundation in 217. The Juvia's Place Concealer in shade 19. The Pretty Fresh Powder by ColourPop in shade Fair 4. We're going with Benefit, the Precisely My Brow in shade 5. And the 24-Hour Brow Setter. RIP Suva Beauty. This is their eye primer, the Sigma Cool Neutrals palette. I knew I wanted a bold lip, so we're going with a more natural eye. The Charlotte Tilbury Feline Flick eyeliner. I really like this eyeliner. It is dying though. This may be the last time I use it. The Bad Gal Bang mascara by Benefit. Love it. The Too Faced bronzer in the shade Chocolate Souffle. My favorite bronzer right now. And bam! There's my base. Well, more than my base, my eyes, everything. Let's go into the blush. So what I'm realizing with this Catrice blush and just blushes like this in general is I really don't like this packaging because product builds up on the outside and it kind of dries a little bit and then it makes it really hard to blend, like elbow grease. You need to blend and blend and blend. I could have used my fingertips. I decided to use a brush today, but it's just, I feel like it just didn't apply easily and it almost looks sunburnt. Like I really don't, I'm not a fan, you know. I'm trying to use all the method. It ended up being okay, but I just wasn't a fan of this application method. And I just don't think I like the sponge applicators in general because I just find them to get gross and dirty looking. And I like my stuff to look clean. So not my favorite application method. I wish it was more in like a lip gloss tube even, but I do think my blush came out okay. It's cute. I ended up wiping it off with one of my makeup towels so that maybe I won't have the issue of the clumping next time. Now we're going into Repop by Poplux. This is Mended Heart, and this highlighter is a From Space highlighter. It is very, very glowy. It has a white base to it. Just be prepared when you get this. That is what you are getting. I grabbed my fan brush because I wanted it to be a little bit lighter of an application, patted it off, and this is Definitely not the style of highlighter that I'm going for these days. It is so glowy, but I know some of y'all really, really love this. It's not my jam for a highlighter. I'm going to be 100% with you, but I am going to use it as an eyeshadow. I think this is going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous single shadow, and that's what I'm going to use it for from now on. I mean, it's fine. I think it looks cute, but it's just not, there's too much pink pigment in it, and it's hard to blend in with my blush. All right, let's go into this lipstick. It is actually a lip gloss. It's not a lipstick, but it looks like a lipstick. This is the most pigmented lip gloss that I have ever used. It really is the merger of a liquid lipstick and a lip gloss. You do not need much of it. It's so glossy. I really just need that tiny bit and then just spread it out with my fingers. And that is how I found is the best way to apply this. So this shade is not the shade I really wanted for today, but I really wanted to try out this lip gloss. So I decided I was going to mix it with a couple things. This is try number one. Not a fan, not brown enough for me. I wanted it to be a little more matchy-matchy with my shirt. Wiped it off. This one came out way, way worse. Absolutely not. 0 out of 10. And we're going to wipe that off, and we're going to go with the old reliable that I should have started with, Dose of Colors Chocolate Wasted, which when I did my collaboration lipstick with Ofra, that's what I modeled my deepest shade after. And of course it freaking worked, man. Why didn't I start there? I don't even know. Very happy now, though. I'm going to take my headband off, loving the curls today. And yeah, I love the way my makeup came out. I think it looks super cute. So I have a question for you. Do you mix your lipsticks like that? Am I the only one that's doing this? Because I'm starting to realize, like in the comments, when I'm doing this weird stuff with my lips, a lot of people are like, oh, I didn't think to do that. Like, am I the only one that's doing this? You must be doing this. Somebody must be doing this with me. I can't be the only one. Notable sales this week, we have from Natasha Denona. They're having a Halloween flash sale, 30% off Halloween essentials. Beautylish is having their gift card event. It is going on now. The way that works is you place an order over $100 before taxes, duties, shipping, all of that. If you spend $100, then you get a $20 gift card for a future purchase at Beautylish. So every $100 you spend, you get a $20 gift card. You'll receive an email with your gift card by Tuesday, November 5th. Then you can redeem it for store credit to use on your next Beautylish order. So that's how that goes. And just a little shout out, my friend Kelsey Brianna J just came back to YouTube. I love her dearly, and she just did a video about this sale right here. So if you want more information, if you want to see what Kelsey picked out, I will link her video down below. I love her with my entire soul. All right, enough gushing over Kelsey. Let's talk about Credo Beauty. They're having their Friends of Credo sale, 20% off site-wide. So pay attention to this one if you were thinking about shopping the Sephora sale, because they do have some overlap in their products. And if you're not Rouge over at Sephora, if you're only getting 15 or 10% off, you'll get a better deal over at Credo. I do have a direct link that's an affiliate link down below if you do decide to shop. I'll get a small commission without any extra charge to you. Glamlight also has this week a spooky mystery box. It's $40 for 8 full-sized items. It is a $118 value or more depending on what goes in your box. They also have 50% off all Halloween products using code SPOOKY. It does not include the Trick or Treat collection or the Michael Myers collection. Milani has 25% off site-wide, no code needed there, and Cover FX is having a massive sale. It seems like their sales just keep getting more and more intense, which makes me very nervous for Cover FX, but they're having an up to 70% off site-wide sale right now. So if you wanted anything from Cover FX, you may want to go get it. And that, my friends, was What's Up in Makeup this week. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, as always, thank you to the What's Up in Makeup Facebook hunters. Their names are scrolling below me. Thank you for all of your submissions this week. I appreciate you so very much for the time you take out of your day to submit things over there and make sure I didn't miss anything. Y'all are awesome. And thank you for watching. Thank you for watching both versions of What's Up in Makeup. I appreciate you so much. I'm so glad you love these because I love them too. I love making them. I love doing them. I love that you're here. So thank you so much for watching them. And if you did enjoy it, it would really help me out so much if you just click the little thumbs up button real quick. It's just really fast. Just go, and it helps me in the algorithm. It tells YouTube share it with more people so they can have the option of clicking on it. Leaving comments helps me out a lot. All of those little things. If you would like to subscribe, that's cool too. That just makes me look cool to have bigger numbers, but it also puts my videos in your subscription feed so that you can find them a little bit easier. You don't have to trust that YouTube's gonna show them to you. You can find them yourself. And speaking of my videos, if you wanna hang out longer, you don't have to leave. You can stay. I'd love if you would stay. YouTube's gonna be recommending a couple videos for you over here to watch. The bottom one's gonna be last week's product report. The top one is going to be a video YouTube thinks that you're gonna wanna watch based on what you've been watching on YouTube recently. But if you do have to go, I'll get it. It is no problem at all. Thank you for hanging out as long as you did. And mad love to you. I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye.